It's here, the big 3-0. Welcome to your 30th week of your twin pregnancy. I am Natalie Diaz, founder of Twiniversity and author of What to Do When You're Having Two. And I'm going to walk you through a few things that you should do this week at the big 3-0. Shouldn't there be like decorations? Like, shouldn't we be having like the big 3-0 and you come home and your house is filled with balloons and your friends at work are throwing you a party? This is what I think should be happening for your big 30th week of your twin pregnancy, but probably not everybody agrees with me. But just know I'm celebrating with you in my mind. Let's bang out some items that you need to check off that list this week, and let's start with your delivery day details. Hopefully, you've been watching these videos week by week, or have taken my class, or have read my book, or watched my live feeds, or belong to the Facebook page. God, there's so many ways for you to have information. I hope you've been getting them this whole time. However, if you have just hatched into the beautiful world of YouTube and you have never seen anything before, this is the video to watch, because your delivery day is something we need to get organized kind of right now. Hopefully, you took your hospital tour, be it virtually or in person. I hope in person, but virtually would be fine. You know what entrance you're going to go into the hospital, if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. God forbid you go into labor, we'll be able to take you, because I do not want you driving yourself to the hospital if you should go into labor in the middle of your workday. Did you tell Pam in accounting that she's driving you yet? Because you need to give her a heads up so that when it, like, let's say, it's 37 weeks, your water breaks at work, you don't just randomly go to Pam with water or really amniotic fluid dripping down your leg and be like, Pam, could you give me a lift? So hopefully you have your work buddy in place that's going to take you in case you need to go to labor and delivery for not only labor, but really for any reason during your workday. Hopefully you've planned a route to the hospital, both from home and from work. Hopefully you have your hospital bags packed and ready to go, maybe even sitting in the trunk of your car. I would love that. One less thing we have to worry about. Hopefully you have already spoken to your family and figured out who's going to be there on delivery day. Hint, hint, leave it as you and your partner until you decide to have more people, but do not start planning a guest list of who could walk into that hospital until you know what's happening. This is a huge, not only Natalie Diaz advice, this is Twiniversity, twin mom since the dawn of time. Plan who's going to be there the day of your delivery and just try to make it bare bones so nobody gets jealous. Another thing to think about is that if you did have an army coming to the hospital, when you are in the labor and delivery area or in the operating room or in recovery, nobody's going to be able to sit next to you. Does your hospital have a waiting room? Hopefully we found that out on the hospital tour, but ideally, this is why I say, tell everybody to stay home until the doctor tells you different. But we do kind of have to plan of who's going to be there when we get home, and it is not too soon to talk about that. So if your mom and your dad are going to come stay with you after the babies get here, you want to say, okay, listen, ideally it is my 30th week. I think that I will hopefully make it to 38 weeks. However, if I make it to under 38, how are you going to get here? How soon could you get here? What's the plan going to be? And if your parents are coming, which I love when parents help, but let's say your dad is somebody that needs to have a sandwich made for him, maybe he just stays home on this trip. Is that wrong to say? You need literal help. So I want you to be able to get the most unfiltered help possible. So I don't necessarily want your mom and dad coming where your mom is going to be doting on your dad, and then your mom's still going to have to be doting on you, because you want all eyes on you, because you need the help for everything, for eating and doing laundry and all that good stuff. So make a plan for who's going to be there after the babies get delivered. Now, there's a lot more that goes into your delivery plan, and we actually have a twin birth preferences worksheet over at our Etsy page, so please make sure you check that out if you want to know what are some of the choices that can be made on your delivery day. Next thing for your 30th week is, if you have considered cord blood banking but haven't done the homework for that, you really need to get that done. There's some really fantastic companies. We're going to put some links below. If we have any codes for discounts, we're going to drop them there too. And of course, like we have actually a lot of different codes for a lot of different companies. You could head on over to twiniversity.com/twin discounts. And there you'll find a bunch of codes that are specifically for twin parents because yeah, there are companies that actually will give us a little bit off just because we're having 2 at a time. It's quite awesome. Now, your 30th week is here. Hopefully, we talked a little bit about this last week. You're going to make a plan, get organized with work, but 30 weeks, sometimes doctors want you to start really scaling back. So if you have a job where you are on your feet all day, you might want to see if you can move to a desk job just for the next few weeks. The pressure of your babies on your bladder and your pelvis, it might get a little overwhelming. I'm not saying that it's going to get overwhelming, but I want you to plan for A and B and C and D and E and F, blah, blah, blah. When we were asking our Twiniversity families, like other things that they did in their 30th week, it's so funny. If you head on over to our Twins Week by Week page and you look at week 30, most of the comments are all about rest. So now, if I'm giving you a heads up and I'm saying that the majority of twin parents really were like, I needed some extra rest at week 30, plan for it. So maybe don't make plans to go out with the girls this weekend. Maybe make plans to have the girls come in and just watch a new Netflix series. You know, maybe plan a baby moon that's a little bit closer to you because I don't want you traveling too far anyway. Speaking of travel, if you are watching this during a time of the year where we have to travel, say the holidays, you know, maybe summer we want to go to the beach, I really recommend that you kind of stay close to home. But if you're going to go far away from home, at least know what hospitals are in that area. Heaven forbid you end up needing to go to labor and delivery. I want you to know which hospitals have the best NICU and have the best prenatal care. It's a quick Google to find that out. Unfortunately, we have had Twiniversity families that went to visit their moms from New York down to Florida and ended up delivering in Florida. But if it happens, the worst thing is that you're not prepared for it. So at least know what hospitals are in the area, and then that's one less thing you have to stress about. With that being said too, please make sure that your partner has your OB's phone number. I find that so many times we keep all of this information to ourselves. And so show of hands, I'm watching you. What about you guys? You guys over there? How many of you have given your partner your OB information? You guys? You guys did good? Okay, you get 2 gold stars. Yep. Yeah, go take a sticker from the sticker jar. You want a sticker too? You got it. Just make sure that your partner has your OB's information. Now this week, odds are your doctor is going to recommend that you stop lifting some heavy stuff. We want as little stress upon you as possible. Now, if you have older children and you can't help but lift them, that is something different. But I do not want you to start carrying, the crib box up the stairs to assemble it by yourself. Let's skip that this week. Let's get some help for that. Let's call your mom, your sister, your coworkers, your partner. Yeah, everybody. But really, really start scaling back. This is the time you need to start scaling back. Your week 30 is a huge, huge, huge milestone. I am so excited that we are here and we have, it's hopefully going to be smooth sailing. That is my hope for you. I'm expecting it to be smooth sailing for you. I'm expecting you to sail right into your 38th week of where you have a wonderful delivery of your choice, medicated, not medicated, whatever you would like is what I want you to have. But this is also the week we need to let everybody know what we want those preferences to be. We cannot expect our doctor or our partner or anybody in our family to be mind readers. So speak your mind, tell everybody what you would like, find out what options you have for your twin delivery preferences and make it known. And that way you get the exact experience that you want, because that's what I want you to have. Like, truthfully, if there's one wish that I have for you, it's for you to have the delivery that you want. All right, gaggle of pregos. I will see you guys next week for your 31st week of your twin pregnancy. We are always here for you. You could always email us at community@twiniversity.com or send us a message on literally any social platform just at Twiniversity. It's just that simple. Insta, Facebook, Pinterest. Where else are we? TikTok. Yeah, that's it. We're pretty much every place. So if you need us, come get us, find us. We want to help you. We want to make sure that your pregnancy is as wonderful as possible. And if we could give you some tips to do that, that's exactly what we're going to do. So until next week, guys, I'm Nat. I will see you later, alligators. Make it a good one. And I am so proud of you that you have made it to your 30th week. It's just going to get better from here. So see you next week. Have a great week. Love you guys. Bye.